The iGen, those born between 1995 and 2012, has never known a world without smartphones. My next guest says the devices they hold in their hands have both extended their childhoods and isolated them from true human interaction. The result? Teens are not hanging out as much with friends, in no rush to drive, dating less, having less sex, and getting less sleep. Dr. Jean Twenge is the author of this new book, iGen, Why Today's Super-Connected Kids Are Growing Up Less Rebellious, More Tolerant, Less Happy, and Completely Unprepared for Adulthood. Dr. Twenge is a professor of psychology at San Diego State University. So, for 25 years, you have been studying generational differences, and you're looking at the data, and all of a sudden, in the year 2012, a number of things take your breath away. What?
That's exactly right. So there's these big national data sets of teens, and right around that time, 2011 or 2012, more of them started to say that they felt sad and hopeless and useless, that they couldn't do anything right. These are classic symptoms of depression. More started to say that they felt left out and lonely. Other big data sets, a national screening study of mental illness finds a 50% increase in clinical level depression among teens between 2011 and 2015. The suicide rate starts to go up. So there's all of these very concerning symptoms of mental health issues among teens.
I'm going to put up a number of graphs that come from your book because the data is overwhelming. First, not hanging out with friends. Take a look at what happens in 2007 when the iPhone is released. Or how about less dating? Same effect come 2007. More likely to feel lonely. Again, ISO on the time period and how it escalates after the iPhone's release. Less likely to get enough sleep. Another data set in the book. You say, Dr. Twenge, that we are on the brink of the worst mental health crises in decades. Explain.
Yeah, so I think especially given this substantial increase in depression and the suicide rate, this is what teens are telling us. Teens are telling us that they're suffering, that they're struggling. We really need to listen to that and also try to find out why. So in looking at this, I wondered what the cause could be. As you can see in these graphs, these changes start to show up around 2007, and then they really get going around 2012. That is the year when the percentage of Americans with a smartphone crossed 50%. That's a time when the economy was getting better. So it seems awfully coincidental that these things happened at the same time.
Listen, people will watch this. They'll wonder, well, what can we do about it? And I'm not being patronizing when I say you can read the book. Or you can go to The Atlantic and look for the encapsulated version and do what we've done under our roof, which is to have our kids read it and then prompt a conversation. It's really a great read.